Have you watched any films?
It was Supergirl for me this week.
Oh, I've heard some really shit reviews on that.
Um, it could be better, no doubtably. I think this is what a lot of people go wrong, and some critics they're comparing it to others. They say it's a bit of Mad Max, and I can see that. They say it's a bit of Guardians of the Galaxy, and I can see why they say both of those things. Purely Guardians of the Galaxy because there's too many alien characters and too many worlds. If they're comparing it to Superman, the best bits of the Supergirl film are when they're actually talking about her history and her, when they slow it down away from those other worlds and talking about her and her story. That's probably the best bits in it. The action scenes are good. It does lack a bit like Superman's got do. It does lack that for her. You know, she's got a bit of music where she's flying around doing all that, but it doesn't give you that goosebump moment. As I say, she herself's very good at it, and obviously it's about Crypto, saving Crypto, her dog, of course, and then she makes other relationships. It's like the Jason Mahone character. To me, it's more his character looks more like Ghost Rider. Now you'll have to see the film to understand. When I say they say all like these different characters, but he just reminds me of the Ghost Rider because of the bike he uses and the choice of weapons like a long chain. So he doesn't burst into flames or anything, but the bike has flames and he uses a chain. So it just reminds me of Ghost Rider. Tell me you know what Ghost Rider is.
No.
Okay. We're
Well,
moving.
I think
It's the film. Look, the
it's
film's
the
not
guy with
terrible.
horns that rides the bike, isn't
No, his face comes to skull when he's on fire.
with 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 no, okay, I'm not
No. Don't
guessing.
worry. We'll move on from that. No, the film is not terrible. The film is not great, but I think it's an introduction as a solo character to her because she will now be introduced more. Like next year, we're going to get the new Superman, Man of Steel, I think it's called. That Man of Tomorrow. So she's going to be more in that. And I do wonder whether they're going to build her character because she doesn't care so much like the Superman character. She's not so forgiving, bit more angry type person. Whether you could end up with a slight, not necessarily Superman v Supergirl, but there's differences there, a bit like Batman and Superman, the past films. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good film. It's not you're not going to walk away thinking, "Oh, that is absolutely terrible." But it does lack a bit of thing. And I think there's just too many dark scenes with all the different worlds in. And say the best bits are her own little story bits.
Do you think that they could? Well, is there a chance that they are remaking Superman too many times?
No,
Straight answer. Good.
I it is. It would be. I really liked Harvey Keitel. Many people did, and obviously there's big cry when you get these new characters. You do build into it. The thing is, I like superhero. You can give me a superhero film like every other month. I mean, the creativity in them. They're not always the world's greatest stories, but the creativity in them isn't recognised enough, in my opinion. Superman had a big gap. Let's be honest. The actual, you had a like Dean Cain did the TV things, and like you had one or two other ones, and then there was a big gap until the Harvey Keitel. The trouble is, it's like Spider-Man. You've had lots of cameo roles in the one or two others, so they're recognised within that rather than individual films.
I think Dean Cain was my favorite because he's the one in the New Adventures of Lewis and Clark. Is that right?
Clark, Lois and Clark, yeah,
Yeah, I loved that.
yeah. You had that other one recently, a few years ago. It was on BBC. They didn't really promote it as well as they should have done. That was a very good series as well. And of course, Smallville. was still spoke about today.
Sorry, you said that there was something on BBC. What was on BBC?
I'm trying to remember the name of it. They did another series. There were three series where he had a family, Lois and two boys.
Oh,
And it is on BBC iPlayer under Superman. I can't remember the original name of it now. But yeah, no, I don't think there is, because obviously we've got Spider-Man coming up, and then you've got some others all coming up as well. And I think we have had these for quite a long time now, since Iron Man and things like that. But DC isn't doing it quite as well as Marvel, no. Maybe that's a budgeting, maybe it's the characters, maybe it's a push, who knows? But no, I Superman. So maybe I'm being a bit biased because I think Superman's probably my favourite, big, not just because of the character, but what he stands for as well.
yeah. Well, there is talk of a new Halloween film.
Yeah.
So I think they're doing a new, because there was Halloween H2O back in the day, and I think they're doing another one to mark it as another decade or some sort.
I know there was a Halloween video game on pre-order. So
A video game?
a video game, yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
are you sure it's not a video game rather than a film?
No. So
No.
I never heard about the video game. Although I mean, that's crazy. I mean, again, to just go out stabbing people, you might have
That's about 3/4 of the game population, ain't it?
but no, the actual film, is it HBO Max who's bought the rights from the original owner of the franchise, and they're going to turn it into a TV series and a one-off film as a celebration, or some sort like that.
But they're doing this a lot, though. You know, we're speaking there like Superman, they said too much. But there's so many 80 things. Last week you mentioned Masters of the Universe. Apparently Thundercats is now in production as well. If you've never heard of that, check that out. But we're going back to like It as well, where they're doing the TV series on the Sky Atlantic, which was a great series. It had its moments in between, but ended fantastic. And then you've got the same. There was obviously we got the new House of Dragons, but there were several series. Chucky's the one I'm trying to think that have been made into series to try and, I don't know if it's to test the waters or prolong the life of it. And of course, different situation, Ted, you know, just trying to, whether it's trying to make the most of it or whether to see how audiences are responding for
Surviving anarchy. In the middle of this nightmare, love blooms where it shouldn't. No rules, no laws, no escape. Surviving anarchy. Available now.